Good afternoon. Oh, what's happened? Let's fix this camera. Something's happened with the camera. What have we done? Oh, no, no, no. So we seem to have completely frozen our camera. That's not good. Not good at all. I'll be fair, as you can see, we're not racing tonight, we're just doing cams. So, you don't need to have my face in the stream. However, it's going to annoy me that it's not working. So that's very, very strange. We have no camera for us. Very, very odd. Anyway, let's crack on. Tonight, it's the ZRL race number 7. In fact, let's just disappear with that. So yeah, race number 7 tonight in the ZRL. It's the Libby Hill after party. And yeah, we're not racing tonight. We're just going to do some commentary for the team. Let's have a look at the team actually. There we go. So tonight's Wattbombs team, we've got Steve Colliery, James Davis, Neil Dunnage, Alan Owen, Darryl Russell, and the boss Jason, back down from the A's, who he never raced with, so he's good to race tonight. And yeah, I think it's going to be a cracking event. I mean, let's have a look. That's not right. Da, da, da. You can tell we're really on the ball here, eh? Did we even do it? Is the question I'm now asking myself. There's the map. So, the fan flats, we've got 5 laps. So 5 sprints, 5 opportunities for the guys to get some points. And then we finish up the Libby Hill KOM. Very, very odd that I didn't do that properly. Nope, not that one either. Ah, well, never mind. We don't really need to see the profile. But what I would like to do is get this camera fixed. I don't know what I've done with it. No, that doesn't want to work. So I've somehow managed to turn off my camera. No worries, we don't need it. Let's crack on. So, full screen. Let's get, have a nice race, Simon. I'm not actually racing. And as you can see, my camera's not working either, so never mind, we'll get rid of that. And let's get ready to rock and roll. We're focusing on James just now. Right. Let's stick some music on because then I don't need to talk the entire time. I know! What's going on, Lewis? The camera was on, I tested the microphone, I had to change everything to do with the microphone because obviously I'm sitting in a completely different position in the room. So I changed all the microphone, I got technically everything ready. I went away, made a cup of tea, I come back and the microphone's, the camera's frozen. I don't get that. And I can't get Discord to work. So in one ear, I've got my phone where I can hear the team talking in Discord, but I can't get it on stream because when I try to put it through the computer, I get a really bad reception. So, no idea why that's happening. No idea. Anyway, this is going to be an exciting race tonight, absolutely. We can just move things around a little bit so we can see. In fact, no, no, let's put that up there. We don't need that. Fast as heck, it is indeed. Probably, I'm imagining you watched last night's Premier League, and that was insane. So fast. These sprint laps coming up so quick. Literally no rest at all. But anyway, we're focusing on James coming out the pens. Let's get ready to go. Lewis, this is really weird. Streaming, but with no face. That's probably a good thing. Anyway, yeah, it was so fast. I thought the sprints were insane. What I really enjoyed about last night's racing was the fact that out of nowhere, as he did last week, just sitting in the wheels, Freddie Ovett comes and takes the victory very, very dominantly. I mean, I think that's 3 wins that he's had so far, which is just fantastic. And then, of course, our very own original rider, Mary Wilkinson, obviously now with Canyon. Oh, she was so close to getting that result last night. I really, really felt for her because I really thought she timed it well. And then, obviously, Jackie Godby just came over at the end and took over. But yeah, Ovett is amazing. I mean, 3 wins and only 7 races so far. I mean, that's a pretty dominant performance. So we've got James here up in the front, 4.3 watts per kilo, just sitting in the wheels. I mean, that just shows you this is a course which is brutal. Ellie Gardner was amazing. I mean, looking at Deborah's post this morning on the Facebook page, the fact that Ellie has pretty much single-handedly got the ladies team up into 7th place overall is just, it's amazing. That girl is a machine. I would say a beast, but it's not really nice to say that about a lady, so Flamme Rouge here in the wrong place. That's me using a piece of software that I shouldn't be doing, and it's in the wrong place. Never mind, just ignore that. There's not 1k to go. We've got ages to go yet. I know. Power-ups, I mean, come on. One rider dropped off the back already. But it's looking like it's all together. I mean, it's not massively strung out. I'm going to have to turn down the Discord because it's really putting me off. It's in my other ear and all I can hear is somebody heavy breathing. 45.01. That's insane. Absolutely insane. James Davis now pushing up to the front. Faster than Emma Pooley. Now, I know that Emma's a little bit older than Ellie. However, wow. That's all I can say to that. Wow. I mean, Emma Pooley, although she's retired, she ain't no slouch. And especially when it comes to climbing. So let's see if we can find, here's one of our other riders, Steve Colby. Oh, that was not a good view. Steve Colby, arguably the best rider within the B team that we've got. I'm getting so close to pushing A-class watts. Very true. And that's probably why it's a good thing that I couldn't get the Discord connected properly tonight to put it on the stream, because it might put some people off. Although, as you say, Lewis, you never know, it might actually get me some new viewers. Anyway, Steve Colby sitting near the front. We've got James Davis near the front. Now, one of the tactics tonight was for Steve and Alan, two massive powerhouses within our team, to target these sprints. Somebody's trying to make a wee break there. We've still got about, well, you can see the sprint arcs coming up on the left hand side. We've still got a decent bit to go. But all these guys are going to be getting nervous now. The key to sprinting, obviously, on Zwift is take that speed. You've got to be at full pelt before you actually start your sprint, if that makes sense. So looking here, 47k per hour. These guys at the front are trying to lift it. I mean, here's Steve, 4.1 watts per kilo, just under 370 watts. Let's see what happens. So there's winding up the sprints already. We've got Cockpit Vision. A nominal sprinter, 11.1 watts per kilo. He's got it, he's got it, he's got it. Coming. Oh, he got it though. He got it. I'm not sure, but I think I might have just heard somebody vomit on Discord. So there we go, sprint number 1 done. I very much doubt that I'll be able to get sprint information, but let's have a look on Zwift Power. Of course, Zwift Power is going ridiculously slow just now, so I can't even get logged in. No data is available. Well, that's interesting. It is indeed. I mean, I'm not often on it, if I'm honest, Lewis. But what on earth? What on earth is that all about? I've just heard that one of our team, I'm not quite sure because it was my phone had turned its screen off, but one of our teams had a bit of a mechanical and has dropped out. That is not good. So a tiny little break here. Nothing necessarily to be worried about just now, but certainly these guys at the front. G. Smith from the Trade House Mafia. Is it the Trade House Mafia? I think that's the name of the team. These guys have been tanking it up the front. And certainly G. Smith, I am going to put my name down here that he's going to take the win up the KOM. The guy's only about 45 kilos, 54 kilos, something like that, but he has phenomenal power. And yes, Lewis, you are 100% right. It used to be on a potato, and yet it worked. That's the thing. And when it broke, it was fixed, and it was fixed quickly. And unfortunately, we ain't got that anymore, which is just, it's really disappointing. I don't know what other word to use. Well, actually, There's plenty of words I could use, but I don't think I should use them on stream. But I think you know where I'm coming from. So we're looking a bit more strung out now. Oh, somebody went the wrong way. We've definitely got some splits. The group is definitely looking a little bit smaller. Let's have a look and see if we can find some of our riders. There's Steve sitting nice at the front of the bunch, along with Daryl. Now Daryl has been racing in our second B team. In fact, he's the captain of the second B team. But last week he stepped over. I don't want to say up because we're both on the same level, but he stepped over into the What Bombs team, which he's racing with tonight. And between him and Steve, 2 top 20 places, which, again, of course, I didn't race last week. I'm really glad I didn't because, ouch. 3 times up the volcano. I mean, what are Zwift thinking about? Or WTR, what thinking about? Anyway, let's see if we can get Steve up there. Steve or Daryl, we need a result, boys. James up in the front again. Let's see if we can get a good result this time, gents. Let's see, we've got Daryl sitting nice. We've got Steve and we've got James. We've got 3 guys at the front really pushing for these sprints. So here we go. Let's see what happens this time. Barrock's going to start dropping. Here comes Koch again. He's in the middle with a vision helmet. Oh! That was the wrong person. 12.6. Oh, not quite that time. 3rd place for the Vision rider. I thought Vision had a wee tactic there because it looked like Koch didn't go. So maybe they're trying to spread their points out. Certainly one thing, there is far more tactics in the ZRL this season. I mean, looking at the Premier League racing last night, you had a situation where in the ladies' race, one of the riders targeted 2 out of the 5 sprints, won them with ease, and then just completely dropped off. Now, you don't normally see that in Zwift racing because you're racing for the win. The downside, in my own opinion, is that we're still targeting hilly races. And maybe that's just because I'm not a climber, but I don't find hilly races exciting. Especially when what you normally have, especially in the ladies' races, is you've got an elite core of women who will just blast out the front. The rest of the pack is obliterated. And then you've maybe got 6 or so riders going for the KOM finish. In the men, it seems to be a lot tighter. And you'll have groups of riders right up to the end. Now that's a very good question, Lewis. I'm really not sure. Really not sure at all. To be fair, it's probably another thing which is broken. Who knows? Okay, so we finally got Zwift power to work. Unfortunately, it looks like live data's been turned off. So, a complete and utter waste of time trying to log into that. Thankfully, I wasn't streaming that. That's a good shout, Lewis. Is that what you're going to get the your C team to do tonight? Good point. I'll just need to tune into your stream later. So, a few hundred meters to go, next sprint coming up. And then we'll go and have a little look and see if we can find some of our other riders. PDQ's doing pretty well here, I have to admit, Lewis. I can't quite see how they're doing with the sprints. I think Steve was close, but obviously really what we're trying to target and where you get the most points is that fastest segment. And I think that's one thing that it took a little time for people to cotton on to, especially for this race. You've got 5 sprints, so you've got 5 chances to set the fastest time. But, in theory, you could set 5 of the 10 best times. That's a lot of points. Let's see if Steve's going to go. Come on. 5.87. Right, come on, he's cranking it up. Orange numbers, here we go. 12.6. Come on, Steve. Come on. Nice. Very nice. Only time will tell if that was a good effort or not. Good effort there, boys. Well done. So there's Darryl. Just got to take some time now. Take a breather. Sit in and try and recover. The thing is, there is not much recovery because these laps are so quick. So Darryl was up there. Steve was up there. Super strong riding. Steve, of course, an ex-Commie Games rider for Wales. I think it was the 84 Commonwealth Games. And he rode in the 100-mile team time trial. Let's have a look. Let's see where our other riders are. So we've got Darryl and Steve up in the front group. James is just a little bit off the pace. Up, James. See if you can get back on that wheel. Then we've got Jason. Second group on the road. And then also Alan. So you can see here, second group on the road. The pace is a lot gentler. But there's still points to be had because although they're not in the lead group, they can definitely still be targeting those sprints and they can still be getting the points in for the team. And that's one of the good things that WTRL have done with this league in this season. At the beginning, I wasn't a big fan of the new way of riding it because effectively what you could do is just take it super easy and then just target the sprints. But it's a team sport. It's a team event, so why not? Let's head back up to the front. Back on Chasers. These guys in our league have been smashing it week in, week out. I mean, sitting in the pack and doing 4 watts per kilo, it's just insane. I think that's James, he's done now. So big drag up to the sprint line again. Sprint number 4. Mr. Smith positioned right at the front. my cup of tea, just spilled it. Best place to get a fast sprint time is with a big lead out from the group and use the draft to assist your time. Absolutely. However, on race 1, when we did this, we did the reverse of this course, the UCI course, there was definitely riders who were not interested at all in staying with the group. But what they were doing is they were picking up individual riders, you know, 1s and 2s, and using them as a springboard for a sprint. So if you are a super strong sprinter, it is a potential. I mean, it's not the norm, because you're right, Lewis, the best way to sprint is normally front pack, because that front pack should be going fast already, and then an extra boost on top of that should give you a really fast time. But I think what's happened is WTRL have introduced these different ways of people looking at tactics. And I think we're all still evolving in terms of what's the right way and what's not. Although I shouldn't say what's right and what's not, because what works for you doesn't necessarily work for someone else. Right, here we go. Big sprint. Let's see Darryl get it. Come on. Look at Steve moving up there. Wow. Nice sprint coming right from the back there. Didn't take the overall, but at the end of the day, what we're looking for here is we're looking for that sprint time. Now let's see if we can get back down. Here's Alan coming up to the sprint. And we've also got Jason in this group. So a little bit of a slower pace coming into this corner, but that's not to say that they couldn't set the fastest time here. He's moving. Go on, Alan. Come on, big push, big push. Scoot's coming from behind very fast. Wow, look at that. 13.5 watts per kilo flying past Alan there. I think Alan might be, I think he might be done. 6 watts per kilo is still big numbers, but not necessarily when you're doing a sprint. Right, back up to the front. So let's see, in this front group, there's Steve and Darryl again. So looking for some good result here from these guys at the end. Fingers crossed we've picked up some bonus points for the sprints, but definitely now the target is to get that finishing line up the Libby hill. Oh, we've got some data. Let's have a look. I just want to feel alive. Okay, it looks like Jared Benny has the fastest time so far, along with, so he's from Apache Brave Racing. We've also got Richard Watson from Apache, Richard Watson, Ben Mackinson, So we've got Apache Brave Racing really targeting these sprints. We've got Grant Smith in there. We've got Bart Val from the BZR Eagles. Cardiff Ajax are in the top 10. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's looking like we don't have any of the PDQ guys in that top 10 for the fastest segment. But that said, I'm not quite trusting the way that Zwift Power is working just now, so we'll take those numbers with a pinch of salt and we can go back and look at them later after the stream's over, and we'll keep our fingers crossed till then. So as they head back up towards the sprint section again, let's see. So again, we've got Steve and we've got Daryl sitting nice in the front group, and it looks like we've got somewhere in the region of what's that? Maybe about 30 riders there or thereabouts. Yeah, maybe about 30 riders sitting in this nice front group. So, big points to be had. Big points to be had from the finish line. Let's see if we can find out where James is. I heard him on the race radio saying he's dropped back. There we go, we found James, but we're just coming up to the next sprint, so we'll hang fire. Let's see who's got it this time. Steve's going. Come on, Steve. Up, 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 up. Come on, come on. Yes. Steve, cracking sprint. Well done, mate. Well done. Now that was how to sprint. Fingers crossed that gets some bonus points for the man, because that effort deserves some points for sure. $25k gone. We've got one more sprint to go and then we're heading up the KOM, so let's hope Steve can keep in those wheels and not lose touch. Come on, Steve, come on. That's it, Steve. Stay in the wheels. Good man. Okay, so a little bit further back, there's James. just rolling through the sprint, taking it easy, sitting 50th place. James, to be fair, is a bit more of a climber than he's a sprinter, so potentially, if he takes it easy for this next lap, he could gain some bonus points up the KOM. So we've got Alan here. I just heard something on race radio. Let's see. Oh no. I cannot find Steve. There, we got him. He's really struggling now. .5.1 trying to get back on that wheel. He's got one more sprint to go, and then we're up Libby Hill. Now this part here, as we take a left, it's only like 1-2%. Oh, we've done the 5 sprints. Got it wrong. So I was going to say, as we took that left hand, we had a slight, 1-2 degree incline, but got it wrong. We've done 5 sprints. So here we go. It's all to play for now. This is a slight drag uphill. Again, it's only 1-2%. But when you've just done 5 sprints, you're going to be suffering. Really suffering. They're obviously coming up to another sprint arch here. This arch is not used at all. They're just going to roll through it. You should see a lot of people dropping their power-ups here, because as they roll through the sprint arch, they might pick up a different one, because as you can see, a couple of trucks there, not really much good when you've got a climb coming up. So drop your power up here, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, pick up a feather. A couple of riders there dropping feathers as they came through the arch, which is a little bit strange. I mean, Libby Hill itself, it's a short climb. There is a little bit of a drag leading to the cobbles, and then it ramps up. I personally would keep a feather for that climb. But I know that some other people's tactics is to use an aero on the slightly flatter lead-in section to get more speed before they hit the cobbles. So just focusing on Steve here. He's there or thereabouts. I can hear him in the radio. He's absolutely suffering. Big fast downhill section here. Lots of opportunity to try and recover. In now with Daryl. Daryl's target now has got to be a top 10 finish for sure. You see the riders there dropping into their super tucks. Take it nice and easy here. Try and recover as much as you can. As little power as possible. Just get yourself down this hill. Try and reduce your heart rate. You can see Daryl's here is at 141. So he's recovered nicely. We'll try and get back in with Steve if I can find him. He's back up the front. Again, he's also brought his heart rate back down. 146 beats per minute. We've not got far to go. It's all about this finish now. Oh, I tell you what, it's a tense moment. It's a tense moment watching this. Steve has absolutely emptied himself on that last sprint. But he's got himself back into the main group. But these guys are going to ramp it up really fast, really quick. What's he got left in the legs? We've also got Daryl in the front group. So here we go. We're coming under this odd building. I'm not sure what it is. And then just another couple hundred meters through this, and then we'll take the left hand, sharp hairpin, and then we're pretty much onto the climb. It starts to drag up. You can see the road there on the left hand side. We've got a long, gradual drag, and then the climb starts proper. We hit the twists and turns of Libby Hill, the famous cobbles where Sagan attacked to win his World Championship jersey. This climb is short, but it's brutal.
Lose control of myself, can find you anywhere, been trying for too long. I give up my luck, been looking everywhere, it doesn't make sense, no. Cause I need you on the dance floor, 4 AM and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't get your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, let's see when we gonna get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go and say when you walk by.
Here we go, we're on the climb proper now. We've gone past the flashing banner. This is it.
Girl, you should wear a name tag.
So we're up 8-9%.
Cause I need you on the dance floor, 4 AM and we go home. I guess it's history now and girl, you should wear a name tag. I didn't realize it.
Come on, Steve, come on. Up, 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 up.
And the music was so loud. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Got Darryl pushing 21st place. Come on, Darryl.
It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice. It doesn't
Who have we got at the front? I told you, G. Smith. Nearly got it. He was close there, he was close. Darryl's pushing up that climb. Come on, mate. Come on. See if you can get that top 20. Come on, up, 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 up. Good effort, good effort. Come on, Steve. Last push. Well done. Well done, Steve. I've lost James. There he is. Right, James, let's see you lead this group out. Jason's moving up to the front there. Come on, Jason. He's showing his age here with his old school helmet. Look at that. Still lots of points to play for here, so the boys have got to push on. 5.4, 5.5. Jason's pushing 400 watts here. James is just a couple of riders in front of him. Jason's dropped the feather. Come on, Jace. Up, 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 up. That's it. Come on, come on. 450 watts there, 6 watts per kilo. Get around that really steep bend. James is right on his wheel. Well done, Jason. And there's James across the line now as well. And Alan's just behind him. Good stuff, boys, good stuff. Well, that was a fantastic race, I have to say. That was good. Good effort from the boys. Really don't know what happened to the camera. I'm sure it's just something that's come unplugged. But I had a quick look, couldn't get it working. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to knock it on the head there because it's time for dinner. Plus, I need to go and speak to the team. So, thanks very much for joining in. As ever, keep your hands clean. Look out for yourself. Keep an eye on your neighbour. And I will see you soon. This time, or next time, with the camera. Take care. Ride on.
Every change has a reason.